Hello, my replay viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in to your daily news on this edition of Lunch Bites this Monday morning. Well, it's really Monday afternoon. I was out sick all last week, and so you guys got to see a sub that I had come in do Lunch Bites on last Monday. That was my mama, and she did a great job. So if you didn't see that, go to katch.me/Chelsea Roadman. Check that out. It's pretty fun. Also, it's on my YouTube channel, same username and everything. But I am back, guys. So I was laid up sick, craziness, but I'm back. So I'm going to wait a few minutes. Today is going to be the daily news. We've got some sad, interesting, and exciting all in one little neat package. You're an angel. Wow. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you. Please be sure you're following me if you're not. And if you are on an iOS device, if you just want to swipe right and you can invite your followers, make sure you're following me. If you're on a Droid, you want to go up or down, and you can invite your followers and make sure you're following me that way. So what's up with me? I am about to tell you guys some top headlines today so that you guys have great conversation starters for, I don't know, your coworker lunches, water cooler conversations, carpool line with, I don't know, whatever you're doing, you're going to have some great stuff to chat about. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So like I said, please be sure you're following me, invite your followers, share this on Facebook and Twitter so we can get the news out. I love hearing your opinion on the news. It's one of the most fun parts. So let's go ahead and dive in, you guys. So the first thing, we're going to kind of zoom out. We're going to go to world news. So I'm sure if you watched the news at all, you did hear about that earthquake in Ecuador, and there was also an earthquake in Japan. Guys, what's going on with all these earthquakes? Specifically though, talking about the one in Ecuador, hey guys, thanks for joining. Specifically talking about that earthquake in Ecuador. Okay, so this is headline number 1. It was a magnitude 7.8 earthquake. Oh Lord, that is just not good. You hear that? You think bad. Thank you so much for the compliment, by the way. It killed 233 people, and it injured about 1,500 more. Of course, these numbers are estimates. We're not completely, we can't completely be sure because I'm sure they're still dealing with the aftermath and everything. However, those are staggering numbers. Really sad. Keep them in mind. The country did declare a state of emergency, and guys, it's the worst for Ecuador since 1987. So it's definitely, 87, that was what, 29 years ago? So we're definitely, let's see, 87, 97, yeah, make sure I do my math right. Yeah, so it was the worst since 87. The earthquake's epicenter was located only 16 miles off of the coast, but the effects reached the country's most populous city, which was 300 miles away, and the capital, which was 100 miles away. So definitely keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and everyone in Japan as well. Hopefully these plates that we're on, these tectonic plate things, will stop moving, because we're killing people, and that's bad. I'm not laughing. I'm just saying, it made me very sad. It made me very, very sad to hear about that. So let's go to some kind of less sad news. Hey Canada, thanks for joining. This is less sad, but still sad in its own way, you guys. 2 women are suing Victoria's Secret. Hey Mama, thanks for joining. You guys know Victoria's Secret. You women, Victoria is your secret, and men, you don't know this, but it's probably a woman's secret too. Hey United Kingdom, thanks for joining. Anyway, 2 women are suing Victoria's Secret for racial profiling. That's what they say, because they were asked to leave a store last June. I found this very interesting. Lawyers, they've lawyered up and everything. So lawyers for McDaniel and Robinson filed the suit in LA Superior Court. Okay, so you guys, this is like, they mean business. And they did this on Thursday. Hey guys, the suit alleges that on June 16th of last year, during a sale, so I guess while they were trying to buy something, that McDaniel was quote unquote hit and pushed by a shopper who, I guess in what they said, quote, appeared to be white, unquote. Now, I don't know if this is all they have to go on, but if that's all they have to go on, I don't know if it's going to be successful or not. I'm sure their surveillance videos will be dictating quite a lot of how that one turns out. So let's go into some a little more lighthearted news. Let's talk about a celebrity action happening. It's about Kesha. We have heard a million things about her and Dr. Luke, but this is not about that. She surprised fans at Coachella with her first public performance in months. So, you know, she's kind of been like, not in hiding, but kind of secluded, and she's only been on social media to let us know how she's doing and stuff like that. And we've heard about her in court, but she did do her first actual public performance, and it was on Saturday. She joined Zedd on stage to sing the EDM Stars song True Colors, and she was dressed all in black. She had this oversized hat and, signature rainbow color Kesha hair. And when she sang the hit, after seeing everything on social media, between the videos and the photos posted, it's clear that the crowd really loved seeing her back on stage again. So I'm sure that regardless of what the truth behind everything is, that really was an encouragement to her. So in the know, let's talk a little bit. This is about politics, but kind of something interesting. Celebrities and politics getting mixed up together. And this is the fourth headline in the know. George Clooney said Bernie Sanders is right about quote unquote obscene fundraiser prices, but he's still voting for Hillary Clinton. Okay, so if you're me, that headline confused me. I thought, what is going on? So on Friday and Saturday night, so this past Friday night and Saturday night, George and Amal Clooney hosted fundraising dinners for Hillary Clinton with ticket prices that raised the ire of Bernie Sanders supporters. So it sounds like, he's against all this money that, Bernie Sanders, this obscene fundraiser prices, but then it sounds like this was just a lot to get to go to one of these dinners as well. So while George Clooney admits that he actually hates to raise money the way that he did for these events, those fundraiser dinners, he says that his efforts are vastly different than the kind of, well, this is what he says, quote, corruption that Sanders decrees. So that's very interesting. Kind of talking out of both sides of his mouth there. It's always interesting, you guys. It's politics, but then when you get celebrities involved, well, then you've got news. So let's move on to headline number 5. So headline number 5 is about Cruach. So that's the little machine that you can make personal coffees, or, well, now they've got almost everything. Teas, coffees, I think cappuccino. Maybe not cappuccinos, but pretty much anything you can make with the Cruach. So, but they've been getting a lot of backlash because of the K-cups that you use. You can't recycle them, and they're just causing all this waste and all that. So they've responded to this, and they have just invented a recyclable let me get this right, polypropylene K-cup. However, unfortunately for them, critics say it's still not green. Why do they say this? Well, they're made out of the same material that water bottles are, and the company says they're going to be sold later this year, and Cruach does tell us that when they are sold, the number of K-cups in the market by 2018, these recyclable ones will be about half of that sold. So they're going to very quickly implement this. However, very skeptically, the New York Times has a reporter by the name of David, and he points out there are some problems with the plan. So first, in order to be recycled, the cups still need to be opened, which gets really messy, because you've got either the coffee grinds or the tea leaves or whatever in there. And so, when you recycle something, you kind of have to wash it out first. If you didn't know that, make sure you're doing that. So, like, say you have a Coca-Cola in a water bottle type thing, you want to clean it out with at least rinse it out before you recycle it. And so that's what they're saying, is even though the material is recyclable, you still can't just throw it in the recycling bin, which may deter people from doing it. So definitely something that will be interesting to follow. I don't know if you guys use K-cups and what your opinions are, but I would love to hear them. I particularly love the Cruach because I like to use it to get instant hot water. I don't have to wait for the microwave to heat it up or the stove to heat it up. I can just instantly get straight hot water, and then I can use my own tea bags or whatever aside from that. So, hey, thanks for joining. So that's kind of an interesting story that's, I'm looking forward to see what they say in response to the New York Times reporter. I think he was very keen to pick up on these things. Headline number 6, guys. This is exciting. John Legend and Chrissy Teigen welcomed their daughter into the world. So they finally had their baby. Yay! And I mean, if you've seen either of them, you know that baby is going to be gorgeous. And so they have named, this is their firstborn, and they've named her Luna Simone Stevens. So I think that's very pretty. She weighed 6 pounds, 11 ounces. Great weight for baby. And then one of the captions that Teigen had posted online, it says, "She's here, Luna Simone Stevens. We are so in love with you." And sleepy, very sleepy. So it sounds like they're already getting a taste of the sleep deprivation that comes with parenthood. So good luck to them. Neither parent has posted the first, the very first image of their little Luna just yet, but when they do, it'll go viral. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see her grow up, and she's gonna be gorgeous. So I wonder if she'll have any brothers and sisters coming along. Hey again, thanks for joining. All right, we're on headline number 7 out of 8. So, okay, guys, this is about Queen Bee, number 7. We got to talk a little bit about Beyonce and what's going on with her. She teased the world premiere of Lemonade on HBO last weekend, but nobody knows what it is. Only Queen Bee could pull off something like this. And so the singer posted a super cryptic and very short video to Instagram. So after you're done with this, head on over to her Instagram to see what I'm talking about. And it opened up a world of questions and speculation. And the clip shows Beyonce, of course, styled to the nines as she would be, but she's slowly raising her head off of her arms, and there's an echoing sound effect in there, and the soft voiceover whispers, "What am I going to do now, though? What am I going to do?" And then it cuts to black, and it says Lemonade. Beyonce, what are you doing to us? Like, come on. Lemonade? Like, I mean, maybe she feels like she's had some hard blows, and so she's making lemonade out of her lemons. I don't know. But I'm very curious about what that teaser really is. And if you followed any of Adele's release of her newest album, she kind of did a similar thing in the UK, where she put this commercial out, and it had her just kind of humming or singing, or it was something very, very small, and then it just went to black, and it had the name of or it said like "I'm coming back," or hello I'm coming back, something like that from her single. So I guess if Adele can do it, so can Queen Bee, and it'll be interesting. So all we know is that that was on her Instagram, and that it has something to do with HBO. So I'm looking forward to finding out what that is. Thanks for inviting followers, and thanks for sharing on Twitter. Thank you so much. Shout out to Sing5678. Thank you so much. If you guys would like to do that, just swipe right on your iOS or up or down on your Droid, and you can make sure you're following me, because I do this just about every single day. We do daily news lunch bites, and you can be sure to invite your followers. I love to hear y'all's opinions, what you guys think about this. So let's move on to our last headline. And I kind of mentioned it earlier that Kesha had performed at Coachella. Well, you guys, it's that time of year again. The sun is out, and the weather is finally getting warmer in most places, and tons of celebrities and music lovers have now descended upon Palm Springs in California for what is arguably the most anticipated music festival of the year, Coachella. So if you are suffering from Coachella FOMO, don't let that fear of missing out keep you in concern for too long. Go ahead to Refinery 29, and they have some style stocking that they have done, and Refinery 29 has all your favorite celebs War to the Music Festival, and you can go check that out. But you will definitely be hearing a lot of Coachella news in the news. So guys, thanks so much for joining me. That was your top 8 headlines of the day. Thanks to Refinery 29 for the sources and all other sources mentioned. I am excited that you guys got to join me, and I hope you join me tomorrow for the next few headlines. We'll see what's going on in the world. You guys have a great Monday, have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.